Okie dokie. Welcome back to the. Caught you off guard. Welcome back to the Surfing Analysis Podcast. I'm Liam.
I'm Dan.
We're brought to you by the Beach House Physio down on the Gold Coast. Go see Bracken down there for any injuries.
Right.
He's good. What have you been up to, Dan?
Not much. Just not much working with this rain and stuff lately.
It's been wet.
And just been doing a little bit of surfing the last 2 days.
Yep.
Some spots that around our place that turn on with a bit of swell have been breaking. So
Noosa and the whatnot.
yeah,
up at the sunny coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I surfed. I surfed yesterday up at Noosa. It was pretty bloody good, actually.
It's fun.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of rain. What's this like? Swear to God, we're getting like 100 mils like yesterday and stuff. It was crazy.
200 millimeters in
was it?
48 hours in Noosa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty torrential. Anyway, surf's pretty good again today and then again tomorrow, but we're here to talk about the WSL.
It's not a weather report.
So moving straight on, the French Pro.
Yep, it was pretty pumping the whole time.
Bloody good surf.
Good
Another
surf.
good event.
Yeah, it was really pumping.
If you forget Chapu this year, then pretty much the best year of surfing I can remember.
Yeah, there's been really good waves. Really good waves.
So get into it. Julian Wilson.
Jules, yeah, just took it out.
Yeah,
just doing some really good boosts, and he had pretty much he had real good game the whole
way,
the whole time, man. From
his mental games, it's on. Yeah, it's so good
from heat 1 to the final. He was surfing real good.
Yeah.
So he was like in the first round he put the highest score of the round. Then the second round he was like pretty high up there. And then, as it got, not the second round, at the, third round, it was pretty high up there.
Yep.
And then, through the quarters and the finals, he's getting 10s and doing crazy shit.
Yeah, and he surfs, his competition surfing's good. Like, if he gets the first wave, he still sits on that priority. But seen a bit more lately, like, once the other guy gets priority, he'll just start getting numbers going, smashing it.
Yeah.
And, it's bloody awesome because he was sort of getting stretched out of the title race. Old bloody Toledo and Medina are killing it. So it's good that, he's come back and got another win.
Absolutely.
It's 2 this year.
So now that's just, everything's more tightened in the title race, as Medina's taken over Felipe, because Felipe got knocked out early. And there's been a complete sort of change. They're really close now, so it's gonna be on.
It's good for the last 2 events. Julian Wilson did. So what was the air? The straight air? What do you call that?
That was a big slob.
Big slob. That was bloody awesome.
That was in the quarters. That was huge.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
And then he got the. What about the? What do you think about his air? The 10. Do you think it was 10?
Probably not a 10, but it was a good air. It was like upside down and inverted and stuff, so it was. Yeah. It was. That's why they gave it extra.
That's what I thought.
It wasn't that high, but it was like more inverted and tweaked.
Yeah, was that the one he had to throw it over?
Yeah, it's like
he was throwing it over the competitor. Maybe that was a different one. Nah, that must have been a different one. Yeah, I thought the same. Like, I didn't think it was a 10, but it was a 9 point something.
It was a good one.
It was very good.
It was a good one.
All right. Do you anything else on Julian, or do you want to move on to this guy?
Well, I don't care. Callahan's good.
Yeah, Callinan. So
Callahan.
How good was he?
Good. Come off a win at that last comp. Sierra or whatever it is.
Whatever.
Sierra Pro.
The Portuguese one?
Yeah.
Portuguese
I don't know
one.
how they spell it, but he won there, so he's bolstered up on the ratings on the QS, so he's definitely going to double qualify.
Yep.
Or he's going to qualify.
He's going to qualify.
But he's getting another shot in next comp as well because of all the surfing he was doing. Like, he did like a Dane Reynolds turn of old, like in the
did.
final. Like, it was like one of the craziest turns of the event.
He's super complete. The whole event took out big names.
Blowing up.
Took out Toledo. What was the third round? Oh, he had the highest score, heat score for the second round and the third round.
It was a giant killer.
And also, if in the QS event, he took out Medina in the semis.
He did. He's
good.
taken out Toledo, Medina in 2 comps.
Yeah.
Didn't take out Julian though.
Couldn't take it.
But he come damn close. I'll tell you, it was pretty good.
I will say, I'll leave that for later about the scoring. But yeah, he's surfing really good. He's a complete surfer. Got the air game, good heat surfer. And so he was on the tour 2016, I think.
Yep, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so it's good. He's back on.
Yeah, made it back.
Yeah.
So he'll be on next year, and he's blown up. So hopefully they can go to some. Hopefully it's just some more lefts break.
Yeah.
At the certain locations that he's good at. But to tell you the truth, he won on a right-hander at the QS.
Yeah.
Blowing up. And some of his high scores at this event were on right-handers too. He was
good. You could see how stoked he was in the interviews.
Oh, yeah, he's frothing.
He was just frothing off his head because before that 10,000 event, he wasn't qualifying.
And when he was on tour, he never made a final.
He never made a final either.
It's just sick.
So it's huge. Yeah, good on him. Medina
was surfing really good. He was like, he was the whole time sort of thing like Julian.
Yeah.
But then he sort of come unglued versus Julian.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And a few people in that semi were saying maybe Medina could have gotten a nod on that too.
Oh, I think that Julian definitely won.
You do?
Absolutely.
I didn't watch enough of it.
But
I watched some of the
Julian. One thing I did say, Gabriel got one good wave where he did a crazy air and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like he also did a good one, but it wasn't as good as Jules. But I think he hit the whole comp. He was dominating the dudes. He was just
I think he's just once again showing how complete he is. Like he's the most complete surfer. He's killing it.
He rips.
Yeah, he's a gun.
He rips.
So Toledo, this is a big one. Round 2, got knocked out
by Callinan.
Yeah,
ripping. He
was
fucking tearing.
He would have been up a good about 5,000 or 6,000 points leading.
Yeah,
and now he's been knocked on that.
One thing in Toledo's, I say, not in his favour, but it's not like he wasn't surfing good, man. In that round, he would have beat every single other person that won their round.
Except for the guy
who was surfing against. Callahan got he lost with a 9 man and a 7.83. He had like a 16.83 total and lost to Callahan with like a 17 point total.
Yeah, he had a 17.
I can bring it up on
He
this.
had a 17 something.
Yeah, round 2. Ready?
I'm going to drop this down. Yeah, what do you got?
Gotta go back somewhere. I don't even know. Here we go. So it was here. Okay, 16.8, and he had a 16.6 total. So he had a 8.87 and a 7.93
and a 9-point ride. So
and he had a 9.9.
Yeah, so he's surfing good. He just got knocked. Unfortunate.
Then you look at all the totals of everyone else.
Yeah.
In this whole heats.
Got some pretty shocking totals for some of them.
Nothing nowhere near their heat, man. Nothing. Like, except for Adriano got 15.
Yeah.
Everything else?
Yeah, everything else low as.
Pretty low.
Yeah, so he's surfing good. He's just taken a bad hit. I will say you could see in round 1, he sort of let his guard down and you could see that the pressure was getting to him. Like round 1, he was still surfing good, but he was showing like he's smacking the water with his arm. He's getting pissed off.
He's got the yellow jersey. Yeah. Everyone's chasing him, and he knows it.
But he needs to. Everybody knows he's stressed, but you can't show that you are.
He just needs to surf the way he surfs.
Yeah.
The way that he does when he's like maybe a little bit behind in the rankings. He doesn't care so much, but he knows that he's going to win. Yeah. Like at most heats. But, until you know.
But yeah. Oh, that's all he needs to do. Yeah. But yeah, if I'm another competitor, I see him banging the water and getting angry in round 1, and I'm up against him in round 2. I'm thinking I'm bringing it to him. Like,
you'd probably be
backed
talking,
out. You know that the pressure's there. This is the time where you could get him to falter.
You'd be all up on him.
Yeah, you'd be all over him.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's got to try and stay calm, etc. But we'll see how he goes. Mikey, right? Quarterfinal.
Yeah, another quarterfinal, man. He's already made the tour.
He's a gun.
He's back in the top 10.
Yep.
He's made the tour now, pretty much.
Yep.
And, yeah, I think that's why, actually, next event, you know how they've been giving him wild cards?
Yeah.
He's not actually in the next event, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other wild cards they're giving other dudes a shot because he's already made it.
Yeah. Why not?
He's a legend.
But his surfing is
Ripped.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. He surfed, every event for maybe one this year, and he's had good scores, man.
Crazy airs, big turns.
Yep. Yeah, I was actually worried. I'm trying to think who knocked him out. Yeah, it was Julian Wilson in the quarters.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried going into that heat. I was very concerned he might take out Julian, but anyway, Julian got him. So
Julian surfed so sick that heat.
Yeah,
he fucking was blowing up crazy airs. It was gnarly.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Zeet's got another quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal, or not another one. Well, he's sort of bounced back a little bit.
Yeah.
He's
the end of the year.
yeah. Or hopefully he can go good into pipeline, and this next event, if it's barreling, it suits him.
His turns are so good, and then his barrel riding, it's awesome.
If it's barreling and and he can throw down a couple of those big critical turns he does at the end of the waves, throws everything into it. He's a title contender all day. He just has these meltdowns, I think.
I think he got the best barrel of the comp. I think he got
He got underscored.
He probably got underscored. Yeah, 7.83 for that one in maybe in the round 4, and it was fucking. He had no right coming out of that, and he came out of it. And then
should we talk about some of the travesties?
Let's. Can we just go through? Can we just mention Emrod?
Emrod, did some crazy airs in there towards the end there.
Yeah, another round 4. This dude, Emrod, he's good, man. He's under the radar.
I think he needs some better wave selection though, because he did get those 2 scores, but they were on fucking dead set closeouts. He obviously knows that he can do a fucking full rotation, but if he can do a couple of turns before that full rotation, or do a full rotation and keep going, he's gonna fucking do huge scores, and he's gonna be up there.
Well, I like what he's done. Like, first year on tour, he's head down. He's not the one. Everybody's talking about Griffin. Guess what? He's ahead of Griffin on the rankings. He's getting through. He's getting experience. He'll get another go next year. So I'm being impressed with him.
Not take away from Griffin. He rips. He shreds.
Yeah, he does rip. Do you want to speak about this bad boy, and then we'll get into the scores?
Oh, Andino and Paddy.
Andino versus Paddy Gadauskas.
Yeah, that was gnarly. I didn't really know about that rule. As I was seeing it, I'm like, that's fucking a travesty, because 5 seconds before, if he took off and did the same thing, it was fine.
Yeah.
But once I realised what the rule
occurred,
I understand that Paddy G's taken off before the bell. So he's in the comp.
So he's good.
He's in the comp.
Yeah.
He's in
he
the
got
comp.
the wave in time.
So when Andino went to block him, he's just in his way.
Yes.
Because he's out of the comp.
Yeah,
I understand. I feel for Chloe. He would have fucking cried. He probably would have been real angry. It would have been fucking gnarly.
So I'll do the background for it. So the heat's about to finish. Andino's leading. Andy has priority.
Ripped. Destroyed that heat.
And Paddy's there. It's coming down last couple of seconds. Paddy's paddling for, the last ditch effort wave. He paddles on, stands up. Then Andino is on the outside of him. He's trying to paddle onto the wave to get it so that Paddy can't get it. The buzzer seems to go just before he makes it to his feet. It was so borderline. Like, you could have said it didn't, or it did. But because they've said the bell went before, the buzzer went before you stood up, they're saying you can't catch the wave because it's after the heat's ended.
Yes.
So your priority's done.
Yes.
If he'd stood up before, his priority counts.
Absolutely.
And then he gets the wave. Paddy gets nothing.
He dominated that heat, man. He even when he stood up and blocked Gadauskas on that wave.
Yeah.
If it was 2 seconds before, he ripped another air reverse.
Yeah, he did do an air reverse.
He ripped another air reverse just to stomp it down, but he fucking and then he come in and it was a fucking debacle, bro.
Yeah, and I saw Paddy on the beach was like, "You." Yeah. He sort of knew what was going on.
He's like, "What's going on?"
Because he was like, he's just gone. Yeah, Paddy sort of knew the rule book.
He knew it. He knew what was going down.
So tough one to swallow for Andino, but it was the right call. It's just very unlucky.
I don't think that. Yeah, it sucks.
It's not going to happen often. It was just very unlucky.
It's happened to a couple of people though.
Yeah,
he knew it.
Yeah,
Paddy G.
It's probably happened to Paddy before, or he's
one
seen
of his
it.
friends and he saw it.
So he knows.
Yeah.
So you paddle, just get up
right
just
on the
before.
buzzer. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the big thing, the scoring.
More travesty.
The scoring was fucking atrocious.
It was a debacle.
It's
some heats, like majority of heats, the dudes that won, but I'm talking like a couple of occasions.
Just the scores, like.
Yeah, but like sometimes they were putting the scores downscaling, like because they thought that there was much more room to improve.
Yeah.
But then I'm talking like comparisons.
Yes,
in
comparisons
heats.
were way off.
Insanity how they can fucking give. I'm talking. This is the worst one for me.
Which
Heat
one?
12. Jago in
round 2.
Yep. In Jago Dora versus Frederico.
Yeah.
Frederico's 787, which is like the barrel.
Yeah, Frederico. Yeah, he got an. It was the barrel just worse than Zeet's barrel. It was a really fucking. He should never have come out of it.
It was a sick barrel, long barrel,
open deep,
wide,
and quite a big wave.
Exactly. Okay, and then that was a 787, and then you look at Jago's 777, which was for one air reverse.
Yep.
Which was, fair enough. It was a pretty good reverse, but it wasn't probably 787.
No.
Because they've been given, for much bigger moves, 6s and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I thought anyway. And then Frederico got it right, destroyed this thing.
Yeah.
And and then Jago's got an 8, which consisted of a small downturn.
Yeah.
Into a one whack in the lip, and then a finish.
The first turn was a lazy nothing turn. This is the turns that Parko does, where it's not extreme enough. They want something higher. You need to be progressive.
And I'm talking.
It was shit.
That's right. And I'm talking. Frederico's gone. Busted through the lip numerous occasions, cutties. And finished off the way. I couldn't believe it. He did 5 turns that were better than every single turn that Jago Dora did.
Well, he's doing, and the scoring criteria is, there's a couple of things, but progression is good. They want you to push the limit. You can't be just doing lazy turns.
Well, how does he get it?
Doesn't work. Well, the comparisons too, Jago Dora got the 8 with those fucking shitty turns. The very next wave was Maurice's barrel, 7.87. So you're comparing them. And somehow they scored the 7.87 less than Jago's.
Yeah, I know.
It was a disgrace.
Yeah, but then I'm even talking because then the 8 happened earlier, right?
Yes.
Those 3 turns, and then Frederico got that 7.7
towards the end of the heat.
Yep. Towards the end of his third last wave.
Yeah.
It was fucking way better than the 8. Fucking way better. And I don't understand it.
And then, here's another comparison. This one shits me too. In the heat before, so we're talking just the heat before. You just scored this one, and now you've got this one. In that one, Thomas Hermes, the hitman, he's winning the heat. It comes down to the last wave. Ezekiel Lau gets a. Okay, now this is it was a deep barrel.
It's very deep
barrel.
Yeah.
Not as long as Maurice's.
No.
Whatever his name is. Not as long as his. And the wave was about 3 foot.
It was smaller than Maurice's.
It was smaller than Maurice's.
He got a 7.93.
He got a 7.93
I know.
to win, and he won the round by 0.13 over Hermes. That's 7.93. That's fucking disgraceful. And then when you compare, he got higher. For the 7.93, it was a 3-foot barrel than Maurice's. Maurice's was deep as well, so they're the only 2 things that were equal. His was longer, and it was a bigger wave.
I do think Thomas Hermes got ripped off as well. Those 2 heats were consecutive heats too, so I don't know. Maybe
you're seeing them next
the
to
judges
each
were
other.
Super tired and fucking hadn't had their coffee and they're fucking retarded.
Nah, I think
because they're retarded.
I think they've come in. Well, I think they came into this, and whoever the head judge is or whatever, they've been told we want to score a certain way, and I think the judges were. They were like, you want us to score what way? They seemed as confused as us.
They were drinking mushroom shakes, bro.
Because some of the scores I was seeing near the end of the event, the difference between the scores were like a good point difference. So you could see one judge is like, oh, I've got to pay this really high, and the other judge is like, I'm not sure. Was that a low one or was that a high one? They don't know.
I only saw the discrepancies on a few different heats. Like I knew that Jeremy Flores was angry about his when he got defeated as well. I knew that a couple of other guys were like having a little wig outs, but in majority of the heats, and I'm saying majority, there was very, pretty much the winner won, even though some of the winner scores were not what they should be, and some of the loser scores weren't what they should be. They won, I think. But then I'm talking about 4 or 5 heats in the whole thing.
I know on the last day coming into, I didn't stay up for the semi and the final, but the quarters and that, watching that evening, I stopped scoring the waves because I would give a score. I go, oh, that's like a 7 to an 8 or something like that, and it would keep coming completely different. And then I was like, I had to stop. I was like, well, I don't know what they're going to give for this.
Yeah, but see what they were doing there, that wasn't so much like they were giving them wrong scores. They were giving them like underscores. Like so they were like just like lessening what it should be, or sometimes retardedly giving it more than what it should be. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, here's another example. Oh God, there's so many. For me, there's a lot of examples in the round 4. When you a 3-person heat, that's when Zeitz got that 7.83, which I thought was maybe underscored. I thought it was higher.
Or was this a barrel?
Yeah, that was probably the best barrel I think of the whole comp. And then straight away after that, Paddy Gadauskas and Julian Wilson pretty much did the same wave. They got in good barrels. They came out and hit and did a critical finish. And they were both scored a 4.9 for it. And I was like, that's a 6 to a 7.
Because
like you're in a barrel. It was a good barrel with both of them. They came out. Yes, it is good that they got a 4 point. It is good that they were both scored equally because they were. But really, if Zeitz was a 7.83, those are 6s. They weren't 4.9s.
To see but what you reckon is 7.83 should have been higher.
Right? I would have scored.
These got because they've given it such a low score in comparison to that.
I think the difference is still thingy. I thought Zeitz could have been even a late 8, and if Zeitz was a late 8, I probably would have given like nearly a 7 for them. I thought they were between a 6 and a 7. I thought Zeitz should have been near another point higher, and those should have been 2 points higher. But anyway, were there any other ones? Yeah, we saw Tomas Hermes. Good on him. He had a bloody blow up. He's like, this is like, and he was like, he was saying, and Rosie said something like, well, is this something you need to speak to the judges and thingy and see what their feedback is, why they're scoring this way? And he's like, I've been doing that all year. Been doing it all year, and now come here and you've gone and given Lau a fucking 7.93 to take his heat, and I can see why he's pissed off.
Because and that's bullshit.
And I
was right there watching.
And I like Thomas, the hitman. I do like Thomas. Yeah, I like him, and I would like to see him on the tour next year. But we'll see how he goes.
Very good.
Any others here?
Yeah.
That was borderline. I thought the round 4 heat with Gabby, Mikey, and Emrod, they gave it to Mikey. Yeah. But I thought Gab actually surfed better, but that was subjective.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the other one? I know Callinan was surfing quite good, but I actually thought he was being scored a bit high.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, I reckon he was ripping most part.
He was ripping in most part, but I still thought that they were hanging on his ball sack. Yeah, a little bit.
Sort of, but then...
I'm not saying he wasn't ripping. He was ripping. He was ripping really good. But I still thought some of the scores were maybe a little higher. Obviously, they liked what he was doing.
Exactly. But bringing something different and, like... I don't know. I think his scores were pretty much justified. I don't know.
Okay, what was the last one? Was it round 1? And I know that they were trying to lowball the scores. That Julian Wilson wave, He got an
8.5.
8.5.
Holy fuck, that was a 10.
It was like, well, I don't know whether it was a 10
It's
because
a 10.
because you could have gotten a long.
Off.
No.
It's a 10.
You could have gotten a deeper barrel.
No,
The barrel was long. It was very long, but some of it was edging. Then what did he do? Then he came out and did a big hack.
A long barrel.
I know.
I know.
I know.
And a pretty damn good finishing move.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure that's an 8.5. So I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. If that's an 8, right? A real long barrel, and then that finishing move was probably an 8. So.
But then he does
a massive full rotation alley-oop is worth 0.5 these days.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like I know they're trying to leave a ceiling, but I was like, leave a ceiling, give it a 9.5, and now you got another 0.5 because really there wasn't much more a surfer could do.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was
pretty
so.
Sure as soon as he did that, even Joe Chappelle's like,
yeah,
that's pretty much everyone dreams to do as they come here.
He just dominated the wave.
Yeah,
dominated.
It was a perfect wave. It was a perfect 10. It was a perfect fucking 10.
Hey, whatever. I'm not arguing with it. Yeah.
So when you go to the beach and you go get barreled, pretty long barrel. No, just is what happened.
Yeah.
And then you fucking do a full rotation alley-oop, and then you fucking nail the end section. You're thinking that's a 10.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucking 10. And that was a 10.
Well, I would have if you wanted to get out of the air and that wave. Yeah. I would have far preferred giving a 10 to that wave.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
See,
it was the best surfed wave of the comp.
There you go. Yeah, anyway. Julian Wilson 8.5 best surf wave of the comp. Probably. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okie dokie, we shit on that. Oh fuck! I hate Portugal. I do hope that the scoring's going to be a lot better.
Hopefully it's barreling. They reckon it's going to be solid at the start of the wave period, which is tomorrow. Again, so we're going to have a pretty quick turnover with another podcast.
Yeah. So what's today is Monday.
Monday.
So it kicks off Tuesday
afternoon.
So and where are they going to? So Portugal kicks off then. So where are they going to surf it?
Well, they're at Peniche.
Yeah.
They're either going to be like at Super Tubos or one of those other little breaks that they've been using the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Tomorrow looks like it's going to be offshore and light winds and fucking double overhead, so there's going to be at Super Tubos.
Okay.
Barring like pipeline.
Sounds good to me.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But then the swell sort of dies off and they'll be surfing like chest high waves.
Well, okay, so we're going into that one, not rankings. Let's just have a look. So, who's the wild cards here?
Yep.
Okay.
So Sammy Pupo.
Yeah.
Miguel
so
Pupo.
Sammy Pupo's in it.
That's Miguel's younger brother.
Yeah.
And he's like Miguel Pupo's goofy foot. His little brother's natural foot, and does like some crazy fucking airs, and he surfs really good. He does one of the craziest backflips at the surf ranch.
Okay. Yeah.
And
then we got...
And then you've got Vasco.
Yep.
Ribeiro. He won the QS a few years ago and was on the tour.
Yep.
But he fell off the tour. But he's obviously doing all right, and he's Portuguese, so they're giving him a go there.
I'd seen on there they had some of his results on WSL for the event. He got a third one year, and he got a 13th. So
you can get barreled.
Yeah, well,
Super Tubos,
he can surf. So. Yeah.
He's goofy foot, and Miguel Blanco. He's actually like a free surfer.
Yeah, another Portuguese.
Yeah, like he surfs in like QS and stuff, but he rips, man. If it's boosting time and stuff like that, should be pretty good.
And then also
Callinan.
Yeah, Callahan's gotten. They've given that. Well, man, he got the final in the last event.
Of course, you give it to him.
Yeah, give him another. Fuck. It's a really good decision.
Performance wild card.
Yeah.
That was legit, man.
And he's taken that wild card, and so this event we're missing out on Mr. Wright.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we were saying before.
Yeah,
but he's already qualified, so that's probably what they've done.
Which is a good call. Give Ryan a go.
He hasn't even shown everything he's got. He's got some legit boosts in his fucking arsenal as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see what happens.
As for the matchups, let's have a squeeze. Any of these jumping out at you?
Oh, Owen Wright, Zeke, and Ryan Callahan.
That could be good.
It's going to be solid.
Yeah, I'm worried for Mr. Owen.
Jordy, Yago, and Keanu. Well, it's going to be pretty pretty solid as well. But I'm looking at Geordie or Jago to take that one. But if it's barreling, Keanu can do it as well.
And you got Julian. He's up against Connor O'Leary, and Vasco. So who knows? That could be a good one.
Well, I'd be scared in that heat. Connor O'Leary can be. Yeah,
Connor O'Leary's
good. He's underachiever as well. He rips, man.
Mr. Pupo, there's Samuel Pupo's up against Gabes. Yeah, and Paddy Gadauskas can surf too, man.
Absolutely. And then you got Wade against Ace Buchan and Miguel.
Yep. This one, no, not this one.
Connor Coffin, Griffin, Colapinto, Jane
Drew. Yep.
And then you got, there's not that much happening.
This one, no, which is the heat I liked?
Kanoa Irigashi, Adriano De Souza, and Matt Wilkerson. That's going to be a cracker because Matt Wilco needs some sort of fucking result, and he's been surfing good. And then you got Emerald, February, and Perez, but they'll pretty much. I'm looking at that being the Emerald and Perez show.
Yeah.
Michael February can fucking. He just hasn't been performing, and I don't think he's to the level of a lot of these guys on there.
Yep. I'm actually looking at some of these heats, and I think they actually changed them. Because I remember 2 days ago or a day ago, I was looking at Heat 9, and it had a couple of the young guns in there, and the heat, I'm looking at it now, it looks like it's changed. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe something with the wildcard guys, or maybe because when I seen it the other day, I think they may have had Mikey in it, and so he's a red. Yeah. He's one of the top guys, so I think they've dumped him. And that's changed the order, and they put in Callinan.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the event. That should be pretty good. So let's have a quick look at the title race. So now where are we sitting? Look at the rankings.
We got Gabriel Medina, Felipe Toledo, and Julian Wilson show, really?
Yeah.
That is it.
51 and 51,000 for Gabs and Toledo, and then 47 for Wilson.
Yeah. Two events to
go. And from now on, you drop your lowest score. We were talking about that before. Mm-hmm. Julian's got a 25th, which actually will work in his favour because he gets to drop the 25th, which isn't worth many points, and then he'll add whatever he gets in this event.
Depending if it's not a 25th.
But, yeah, it's those three guys. Oh, we were looking at that before. Like, you look at the top 4 guys.
Because he's in a worse situation than Gabriel, man. Because if he gets another 25th and Gabriel gets another 25th, Gabriel's going to knock that 25th out.
Yeah.
And have way higher.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the top 4 guys, everybody's got two wins.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, bloody awesome. So they're all doing good.
And then you got Geordie.
Geordie's at 5th.
Yeah, Owen's at 6th. Geordie went up 1, Owen went down. Wade stayed where he was at 7.
But he's got, and he's only just on that 7th, so hopefully he can get some, because he's just had 2 25ths.
Number 8, she's Mikey Wright.
Yep.
He's locked in. Connor Coffin just moved 5 places up to number 9.
He's been surfing pretty good anyway, he's good.
And Kalohe's gone down to at 10.
Yeah.
But he's been ripping as well. And look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Aussies in the top 10 now.
Yeah,
we have more Aussies in the top 10 than the Brazilians.
No, there's two Americans. Yeah,
it's the Aussie storm now.
Bloody Brazilians.
But from at the top.
So let's have a quick look at who coming into the end of the year, guys. You need to get to your top 22 to secure your spot.
Yeah.
And there's a few guys like. Let's say Colapinto, he's on 22,000. He should make it. But
depending on his next event.
But Ace Buchan.
These guys all have to have really good events next event.
Yeah.
And even some of these guys down
who we got down here?
Well, down here towards like probably 25th, towards Parko on that.
Yep.
They've got a shot.
Yeah. But they got to win it.
Yeah.
Parko's going to retire, but you got guys like Paddy Gadauskas. He's in trouble. He's at 26. February's in trouble. 27. Wilco's he's
in
28.
He needs some really good results because he's been surfing. I feel sorry for Wilco. He's been surfing that good, and he's fucking, he's gone up 6 places now. Hopefully, he does another couple of, goes up a few more places in the next couple.
He needs.
He's
been surfing good. He just gets knocked in the second round all the time.
He's really been surfing good, and it's kind of annoying for him.
You got John, but he'll get an injury one for next year.
Injury.
So he's in. Jesse Mendes.
He had a shocking start to the start of the year.
Yeah,
it was shocking.
He did.
Shocking.
So Jesse Mendes was one of the big guns coming into the year. He's not looking like he's going to requalify, unfortunately.
He has to have 2 big events.
Yeah.
2 big events. All these guys down here have to have 2 big events.
So, Joanne Giroux.
Yeah, Slater's
Miguel Pubo's in big trouble. He's basically done too.
Yeah, look, these guys are in big trouble down here because fucking... Who's taken over? Ryan Callahan's taken over with 1 event.
Yep. Ussing, he'll be out.
Guys that have surfed the whole fucking year. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, let's call it then.
We're calling this a day.
So that's pretty much it. Portugal starts tomorrow, and we'll put out another podcast in about 10 days when that's finished.
Yes, we will.
All right. See you.